Did you know that in Hogwarts Legacy, if you shoot a spell at these bells in a specific order, a familiar tune can be heard? Hello and welcome back to another episode of Video Game Easter Eggs. Make sure to leave your suggestions in the comments down below, and if you like these videos, please do all the normal YouTube things, like subscribing, leaving a like, and all that other stuff that you've been asked to do hundreds of times before. As always, a big thank you to my beautiful Patreon backers and YouTube channel members for their support. To learn more, click the link in the description. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. Right, let's begin today's video with One Step After Fall. Now, we have covered this particular walking simulator in this series before, where we were followed by the world's most persistent scarecrow. Well, the first of today's One Step After Fall Easter eggs references a video game that I don't think I've ever seen referenced before. At the very beginning of the game, you can find this.
I should go fishing one last time with John. I'll send you to the very dead. I must be seeing things. Better stop the medication.
So this book, called The Sea of Thieves, is a reference to Microsoft's pirate-themed adventure game, Sea of Thieves. Like I said, I'm pretty certain that this is the first time Sea of Thieves has been referenced in another game. The other One Step After Fall Easter egg also references a video game. In a barn, you can find this figure from something called No Cartoon for Zombies. And I could be wrong, but to me at least, this is a reference to Plants vs. Zombies. Oh, and there is one more Easter egg in this barn. On one of the walls you can find a QR code, which you should definitely scan. Next up is the excellent Tony Hawk's Underground 2. Now, the Tony Hawk's games have always been a bit on the weird side. I mean, there's a running joke in the series about performing an ollie over a homeless person. Well, these Underground 2 Easter eggs are even stranger. First up is this man and his goat. Now, I'm no animal expert, but if I walked into a room and found a man dancing like this in front of a goat, I'm leaving that room before things get even weirder. The other Underground 2 Easter egg can be found in the next room along, and is a reference to an internet classic.
Check this out!
So this kid, who is demonstrating the quote-unquote power, is a reference to this famous internet meme. Next up is one of the most frustrating games I've ever had to record Easter eggs in. Let me explain. The words random or procedurally generated are like my kryptonite. Those words mean that an Easter egg is more than likely going to be a nightmare to record. And unfortunately, a lot of the areas in Shadow Warrior 2 are procedurally generated. Still, it is my job to provide you guys with Easter eggs, so I bravely battled through and did the best I could. First up, in Shadow Hills, you can find this. So this very well hidden karaoke room hides the customary Shadow Warrior pixelated anime girl and a ton of posters for various other Devolver Digital games. The next Shadow Warrior 2 Easter egg can be found in your mum's favourite hangout, the Wang Cave. So this dead clownfish and the slogan of "Just Keep Swimming" are references to the 2003 Disney movie Finding Nemo.
When life gets you down, you know what you gotta do?
I don't want to know what you gotta do.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming.
The final Shadow Warrior 2 Easter egg is another extremely well hidden secret room. So this secret room with a massive growth on the wall is a reference to the Netflix show Stranger Things. Next up is spooky themed 3D platformer Pumpkin Jack. Pumpkin Jack sees you take control of the mythical Pumpkin Lord as you try to defeat the powers of good once and for all. It's a decent enough 3D platformer and is often on sale, so if it seems like your thing, it may be worth checking out. Anyway, the first Easter egg from Pumpkin Jack can be found at the very beginning of the cemetery level. If you turn back on yourself and follow the path, you can find this. So it seems that it's not all doom and gloom in the world of Pumpkin Jack, as you can find a group of skeletons having a whale of a time. The other Pumpkin Jack Easter eggs, yes, that's plural, can be found at the graveyard. Each row of gravestones are references to either a TV show or a movie. For example, the first row, which contains the names Michael, Jim, Pam and Dwight, is a reference to the US Office. The second row has the names Hector, Elizabeth, William and Jack, and these are references to Pirates of the Caribbean. I must admit, Hector threw me off a bit, but after a quick Google search, I learned that Hector is the first name of Captain Barbossa. Fortunately, the last two rows are kind of obvious, with the third row of gravestones being a reference to Star Wars and the fourth row being a reference to Harry Potter. Right, let's end today's video with Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Now, when the Modern Warfare 2 Remaster released, I made a video covering all of its Easter eggs and secrets. When making videos so close to a game's launch, I usually expect to miss maybe one or two things, but those things are usually small. Well, today's Easter egg from Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is probably the best Easter egg in the game. Yes, even better than playing rock, paper, scissors with yourself. During the Gulag mission, after reaching the cells and clearing out the enemies, you have a brief moment of rest before the action starts again. If you explore the area, you can find that some of the cell doors are still closed, but there is one cell that we're interested in. So throwing a grenade into cell 227 and sprinting back to the control room will reveal that a zombie is hiding behind the door. Like I said, it's mind-blowing that I didn't know about this Easter egg before now, as it is pretty damn cool. So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, then a like is really appreciated. Be sure to subscribe for more Easter eggs and details from your favourite games. Thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.